I'm pleased to say, joining me on the line, the one and only Mr. Jimi Jamison. How you doing?
Steve, how are you, brother?
Oh, I'm great, I'm great. It's really good to talk to you again.
Yeah, it's good to hear your voice, too.
Not many people say that, Jimmy.
All your listeners do.
Well, I don't know. Some of them do, some of them don't. I love this album. I'm not being funny, but it could have been a Survivor album. It could have been a Jimi Jamison album. It's got all the right ingredients on it.
Yeah, it does. It's it is. There's a lot of points in there where it reminds you of Survivor somewhat, and like I said, I think Eric listened to a lot of Survivor music.
Yeah. Some of the titles are a little bit close as well.
Yeah, it's amazing. I Can't Turn Back and Calling the Game. It's like I didn't even think about that until after I finished the album. I listened about it like a couple weeks after I finished it. I said, "Whoa, that sounds." Wait a minute, Calling. That's pretty swift. It's a pretty swift little thing. But I think Calling the Game is better.
I mean, for you, from a personal angle, I mean, you've obviously done albums in the past, and generally you've worked with people like Mr. Peterick. I mean, how different was it working with a new songwriting team and new production team?
Well, with Jim, I always work face to face. We work in the same room, with all the time when we talk about the songs, and we discuss how they're going to be and how they're going to go and all this. And with Eric, it was he wrote all the songs and he sent them to me. And I listened to it and I said, I don't have any comments really. I'll just go in the studio and, just change the lead vocal somewhat to fit my style. And it was, that's pretty much how it went. We never really got together face to face during the whole time, but we spoke via email and everything.
Yep.
And as a matter of fact, I met Eric when I played Firefest.
Yes.
A couple of years ago. And that's the first time I'd met him.
He's a talented young man.
Oh, he's great. He's a little genius, man. I'm telling you. He plays everything, man. Yeah,
it's quite scary when you get musicians like that.
Oh, man, it makes me ill. I love it. I struggle to play guitar and keyboards,
Well, I don't know about struggle. I think that's a bit of a...
Well, when I compare to the way these guys play, I can play, but, I've been playing since I was 15. I should be better than Eddie Van Halen, but I never played guitar on stage. But I'm okay. I'm all right, I guess. I can get through a song.
Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, with the songs on this album, I mean, did you end up sort of doing any of the lyrics yourself, or did you use everything as they gave it to you?
Now, I was going to rewrite some of it, but I started listening to it, and I was especially the Street Survivor song. I was going to change the lyrics after that, and I spoke to them, and they said, "Yeah, whatever you want to change, just change it." And I listened to it again, and I said, "Well, what the heck, because I was kind of apprehensive about using the word Survivor in the album, but I said, well, what the heck, it sounds good like it is, so I'm just going to leave it alone, and decided just to leave everything as is. Of course, I changed a few E's, I's, and D's and Do's and stuff, but that's not really writing anything.
Well,
but I just pretty much sang it. I changed some of the lead vocals to fit me more.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do you see this as a sort of a one-off thing, or do you see this as something that you would like to continue with? Obviously, because I know obviously you're back in Survivor now, so you're fairly busy on that front. I mean, is it difficult to sort of mix the two?
Well, no, not for me. My number one, as far as doing the records, is my solo stuff. That's what I really want. That's what I really want to do, And talking about another Survivor record, but we don't. I don't know yet. We'll see as time goes on.
I mean, are they keeping you busy on the gig front?
Well, the second half of this year we started playing quite a few dates, but now that I guess I don't know, maybe they're trying to steamroll into the next year or something, but we'll see. I really don't want to go. I really want to go out and promote this record as much as possible.
Well, that was going to be my next question, as to whether you were going to have the chance to come to Europe and maybe do some singing on this stuff.
Oh, I'm going to do it for the Hair Lip Silver Chinaman in China. I want to do this record. This record these songs will be so much fun to play live.
Yeah.
And they're so exciting. I think the people will really like it.
I mean, you've got to be one of the strangest men I've ever met, because when you came to Firefest last time, you came, played on the Friday, you were supposed to leave, you liked it so much, you cancelled on appointments and stayed.
Yeah. It was does that make me strange? I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I just wondered. I wondered how the German TV companies felt when you phoned them up and said, "Oh well, I'm not coming. I'm staying at Nottingham."
Yeah, I don't know how I feel with you, but you know what the heck. You know, I'm kind of a spur of the moment guy. You know, I don't. It's hard for me to make long-term plans.
Mm-hmm.
It always has been. And I like to be spontaneous as much as possible. And so if an opportunity arises, you know, and it doesn't hurt anybody, you know,
yeah,
I jump on it.
Mm-hmm. Now, the one thing, of course, obviously since Firefest is that your DVD and CD of the Firefest performance is out as well.
Oh yeah, man, I am really proud of that. That was great. That was one of the best gigs I ever did. You know, the Firefest show was the band was cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were great. Tommy DeNand and all the guys, Mangus and everybody, Jimmy and Jonas, and they were knocked. It was just a blast. You know, it was fun, and the people seemed to agree with me because they really responded well.
Mm. I mean, it certainly was a great gig. I mean, lots of people said you stole the show at that one as well.
Oh, well, that's flattering.
I mean, and as for Mr. Denander, of course, we can't get rid of him. He played twice this year as well.
Did he really?
Yeah, he played with Robin Beck and Fiona Flanagan.
Yeah. I tell you, Tommy, I don't know how he does it, but he gets around, doesn't he?
Yes, it's a bit of an understatement.
I bet I'm telling you. But he always does a great job, and you know, it always fits perfectly with what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And he did the songs exactly like I wanted to sound in the first place. You know, more driving, a little harder. You know.
Yeah. And it must be those sort of circumstances must be quite strange, because effectively you flew over here unrehearsed with a band, and then you know you sort of have a couple of rehearsals and play a live gig.
Yeah, that's the way you should do it. If you're a professional musician, you should be able to do that.
Well, I can.
You know, Frank Sinatra used to do it all the time. You know, he'd go to a city and hand the orchestra his charts.
Yeah,
and
okay.
then do the show.
Point taken. Confirmation has just been made. Jimi Jamison is a professional musician. And a bit of a party animal, but we won't go there as well.
Yeah.
So what's next for you?
Well, hopefully I'm going to go out and get to play some of this record live. That's what I really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I'm just waiting around to get things together for some live shows. I have a video coming out on this for Never Too Late,
right,
from the title track, so it'll be out really soon. And we shot it. I was all shot all here in Memphis, so the Memphis people are going to like it. and it's I know that. So we'll just see what happens. You know, I'm just kind of taking it a day at a time right now, but I really want to get out and get on this record and play these songs live.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're really exciting, and I think the crowd will really get into it.
Well, I think I can say on behalf of the whole of the ARfm audience, it would be really great to see you back in the UK, because you're fun to work with and you're great on stage. You really are.
Well, thanks a lot, Steve, and the feeling's mutual about all the folks there. You know, all the listeners. They were great. When I played Firefest, it was like I was at home. You know, it was wonderful, and all the bands, the artists that played Firefest were like. We all became like brothers, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I mean, Mr. Dargan often says it's the Firefest family, but it is a sort of family occasion.
Yeah, it really is. You know, it's like not like a big competition thing going on or anything. You know, we all support each other, and it's a great thing.
Mm. Jimmy, thanks for taking time out to join us on ARfm. It's always a pleasure talking to you, and I hope we can get to see you soon.
Great, Steve. It was great talking to you, too. And tell all my friends over in the UK, Nottingham, hello for me, and I love you guys.